The man noticed something strange during the transaction. The buyer loaded the gun 3 seconds faster than he could as an agent. Even when he purposely deflected the parameters of the sniper scope, the buyer was able to hit a bullseye from a kilometer away. Jack remembered when he asked for his retirement from the organization, and then the organization set up this deal. He concluded that there was a connection, but he never expected that he would be handed a weapon, and told him to shoot at his side. To test the weapon's silencer, Jack could have just aimed and fired, but he didn't. Instead, he came up with a better idea. The buyer was satisfied with the weapon. They were ready to close the deal. Strangely enough, it was ready to be delivered. Jack suggested that some of the parts needed to be improved. Luckily, the buyer wasn't suspicious. He just gave him a 3-day deadline. So Jack kicked the front bumper of his car. On his way back, he kicked the front bumper of his car, and then he broke it with all his might. And then he went to the body shop.
Got some damage to my car.
While the owner was fixing the car, he wanted to steal some parts for his next plan, but then the owner realized he was sneaking around.
Quanto costa?
When he got home, he immediately removed the parts he bought, and then he put the wires on top of them. He hammered it into shape. He's going to use the scrap to make a new weapon. Then he took the steel pipe he had stolen and cut it to scale, and then he overlapped the tube and the piece one at a time. And finally, he puts on the prepared casing. A silencer was created. There's no sign of tampering on the outside. To assemble the gun, he bought a used weapon. He disassembled it and reassembled it. It looks just like a normal gun. In fact, the progress of the parts had been fine-tuned on purpose. And the next step was the most important. Jack used a file to smooth out the tip of the bullet. Then he drilled a small hole through it. Then he dripped mercury into the hole in the bullet's head. This special bullet, even if it misses the enemy's vitals, the mercury's poison would kill them instantly. 3 days later, the deal went through as scheduled. What Jack never expected was, he had just handed over the special bullet to the buyer, but then the buyer asked for another inspection.